Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a 1v1 between the blue player here playing as the Celts. I'm not going to try and say that name. Malaz? Malaznov. I'm not going to try and say it, then I try to say it. Definitely not going to try and say the red player's name, who will be playing the Japanese. We're looking at about almost 1200 elo. I'm sure these players have probably hit 1200 elo before. But 1188 versus 1165 should be an interesting matchup. I'm not the most familiar. I mean, I know what these civs are. I know what they do. Celts and Japanese have been around for a really long time. But I'm not going to claim that I know their strategy or how they should be played. So this should be interesting to watch. To start this video off, though, I do kind of want to ask you guys a question. What would you think about daily videos? Honestly, it doesn't take me too much effort to make these videos, and I'm kind of considering trying to see what that might feel like. Maybe it only goes for like a month or two, making a video every single day and just casting 1v1 games, maybe 2v2, maybe something else, who knows what. But I do want to gauge and see if there's an interest there. I would hate to be annoying on someone's subscriber feed and showing up every single day. I'm sure no one probably cares about that, but regardless, this has always been more of a hobby for me, this YouTube channel, so I've never, I don't know, I'm not trying super hard to make anything necessarily out of it, but I am curious as to what that might look like, how it might feel, and if it's something I could potentially sustain. First, though, I want to make sure that there's actual interest for that. So, if you're seeing this and you actually think, yeah, daily videos would be tons of fun, let me know in the comments, or however you might like. I'm not sure how else you might let me know. And maybe I'll give it a go. The other thing I was going to mention, if in that event I do try to do daily videos, I do have a Discord channel. This is very small and nothing happens in it at all. However, it could potentially serve as a way for me to receive recs or games from other players, other fellow mid-elo players, give or take. I'm not gonna claim that I can give anyone advice on their gameplay that's a higher level than me, or heck, even my same level. But around this level, 1180 or lower, I think I could give a lot of advice and essentially do some rec reviews, and I'd be totally willing to do that completely free. Obviously, I'm not any crazy pro coach. I'm not anything that's gonna be looking to make money off of coaching. Like, I don't think my input is valuable enough to try and put a price point on that. So clearly it'd be free. But if you're interested in ever sharing any of your recs, any of the games you think are super exciting or super fun, I could be very, very interested in potentially doing that. So those are kind of the two questions. Do you think I should try daily videos? Ooh, nice scouting from Red over here. And then additionally, if you do think I should do daily videos, do you think, or maybe separately, do you also think I should be doing rec reviews for viewers of the channel? Because that sounds pretty fun to me. I actually would enjoy that. That way I would know that I'm watching a game from someone that is going to watch the replay and actually try to glean some information from it. That would be really cool. It kind of raises the standard on me to give maybe a little bit better advice and maybe not trash talk or anything. I'm not sure that I've ever been guilty of doing that too much. Uh-oh, Blue's getting caught out here. Did he send anything to reinforce, or this villager is gonna run home? He should be able to garrison in the TC. I don't think Red wants to continue this. Oh, and Red loses his scout. Definitely not worth it for Red. A little bit of harassment. He did at least scout his opponent, so he knows where he is. So it's not the end of the world, but yeah, that's probably not necessarily the best play. Anyway, so yeah. Let me know about those two questions, what you think. Whew. Sorry. Felt the need to burp there for a second. We do have, it looks like probably an archer opening from Red here as the Japanese. I think that's a little unorthodox. Maybe not unorthodox, but I would have expected a man-at-arms opening with a archer follow-up, or potentially even just a skirmisher follow-up, just because your man-at-arms do attack a bit faster. It's going to be a later age up than the Celt player, who's going up at 21 pop. And I don't see anything interesting from the Celts. 4 on wood. Celts do have their wood bonus, so that's effectively probably more like 5. Pretty Stock standard from the Celt player. Not sure what he's going to go for. Probably going to be building a barracks here pretty soon. I would have expected an opener, a barracks opener with man-at-arms from either of these civs, if I'm being honest. But it doesn't look like either player is going for a drush or a man-at-arms rush per se. I mean, maybe the Celt player goes for that here at some point, but he's not mining any gold, so I would assume that's not going to occur. That is a very interesting wall. I mean, I guess it works. I probably just would have walled to the wood line, maybe placed my lumber camp a little bit more on this side, but this way you get to your stone as well. I can respect it. It's an interesting wall. It's more walling than Red is doing, however. Red's got some houses going around next to his trees. He's headed up at 22 pop. That's actually probably 23 pop. He's just lost his scout. So a really delayed feudal age, but not delayed enough for a fast castle. So I'm curious as to what these two players are going to be going for. No new buildings coming out from the Celt players. Oh, a forward barracks from Red. I totally missed that. Okay. Well, this should be an exciting game. All right, well, I mean, this is definitely going to be man-at-arms. He's already got plenty of gold banked up for it. I wouldn't be surprised if an archery range is followed up. Oh, double barracks? What? This should be a very interesting game. I'm excited. Okay. Let's check Blue's vision here. Make sure he can or can't see it. Yep, he has no idea this is happening. His scout is over at Red's base. And incidentally, Blue's not really making... All right, he's getting down an archery range finally. But he's still not mining any gold, which is definitely problematic. I don't know if he's going to try and go skirms or what. Tower rush is coming in from Red. He's going to be denying the gold. Definitely ideal in this situation. I think Blue is in big trouble. It looks like Blue did lose his scout. I can't blame him. He's probably focused on this over here. I don't know what Blue's going to do. You don't need skirmishers, you need archers, and you're about to get your gold denied. I would open this up. Yep, he's doing that. He's running some vills over. Very, very good. You're gonna need a defensive tower yourself relatively soon because Red's just gonna keep creeping these towers on in. Tower rushes are not builds that I'm super familiar with, so maybe this was kind of obvious that it was gonna happen. Although, I don't know, Red's not mining more stone, so I don't know that he's actually going all in on a tower rush. I would have, yeah, expected more stone mining. So it seems to just be one tower to kind of keep the walls open and deny that initial gold. And now he's just going to be running around inside the base with man-at-arms. I don't know why he's bringing these villagers in here. They do not have stone to build another tower. Maybe he's going to realize this soon enough, but he needs stone in order to get anywhere with these vills. Okay, they're gonna attack some buildings. Oh, they're walking. Yeah, okay. I thought there was a hole there for a second. TC idle time is pretty high for a Red player, and Blue, even though he's being pressured, is keeping his TC idle time quite low. Although it's starting to pick up just as I say that. Sorry to jinx you, good sir. Decent amount of vills on the wood. Here comes a tower. I don't know if I like that tower position. That is very easily deniable if Red sees this. Red could just walk over, start attacking. One man-at-arms is going to do it, but he's not going to be enough. So Blue's going to get lucky. He's going to get this tower up. But it does look like that archery range will go down. I think this might actually stop Red's pressure. And because Red is still not mining at home, this might actually not be game. I saw this opening and I thought, oh dang, Blue's in big trouble. That tower was very greedy from Blue, but it ends up working out pretty well. He needs to garrison these vills. There they go. That man-at-arms is going to be falling. Oh no, we've been losing vills under the TC. Didn't even notice it. Man, what a mess. More man-at-arms are going to be continually coming in. More than likely. I don't see any queued up at the moment. But Red's definitely going to look to try and take down this tower and keep the pressure up. I don't know if he's going to be successful about it. Not too much activity at home. He's losing vills within the base, and Red just calls the GG. All right, well, that was a bit of a shorter one, but honestly, probably for the best, seeing as this video is more so about my question on daily videos, and if you guys would like to submit Rex for me to cast. So I think the shorter video is probably for the best. That was an interesting strategy. It's very sad that Red decided to tap out. I think he still had a potential chance to win that game, but He saw his push end, and he didn't mine any additional stone, which is really what you need. You need more stone there so that you can keep throwing villager or towers down to defend and deny more and more space on your opponent's base. Yeah, sorry, I keep conflating the two. There's the video. We're done with that. Let me know what you think about daily videos and what you think about casting potentially your guys' Rick's recordings. I would love to get my hands on some. So if you have a couple of those, I will make sure my Discord is readily available and we can get them submitted and I can start casting some games because that would be really cool. I don't know if there's any appetite for that. So if I don't get any comments, I may just keep doing my 1 to 2 videos a week vibe. I may try the one video a day as well, but who knows? We'll see where we end up going. Either way, thanks for watching and I will talk to you later.